conversations like as you guys were making this comeback?
I mean, we just stayed level-headed. I think we knew we were going to have a run eventually. I mean, they were shooting the ball lights out. And, I mean, we knew we were going to have our run, and so we just kept playing. And that's what ended up happening. We just kept playing and got some stops and just pushed the pace.
Trae, how big were the fans tonight?
The fans are always big for us. I mean, tonight, especially, when we got into the game and we started making some shots, I always believe you got to give the fans something to cheer about. So when we started doing that early in the fourth, and they got into it, and it kind of gave us some momentum, and we just kind of fed off that. And but we also fed off each other and our team's energy. And we've been playing defense really well lately. And those first few quarters didn't resemble the type of defense we've been playing, but that last one definitely did.
And I also wanted to ask you about Zach. I mean, you talked about him, of course, but just the energy from him, just seeing him so upset after that call and just seeing him dive on the floor. Yeah. What have you seen out of him, especially with him being a rookie?
Yeah, Zach's been playing unbelievable. The more we continue to win, the more he continues to play like this, the more those Rookie of the Year talks will start going in his favor. Because it used to be teams and players that win more get those types of rewards. So I hope we continue to win and push Zach into that Rookie of the Year conversation. If he plays like this, he's going to have that. That energy he had tonight, being upset with certain calls, that just shows how much you care about the game. So I always love it when guys show passion, and that just shows they care.
Trae, you talked about you guys staying level-headed. You finished on a 31-7 run. Just other than the defense, what worked for you guys to get some of those shots that you were looking for at the end?
Shots just go in. Sometimes shots, they make and miss them. It's as cliche as that is. That's facts. Like Garrison had 2 open threes. Last game, it seemed like he couldn't miss. You see, like he was shooting into the ocean. He couldn't hit a couple shots tonight. And then even there's a couple shots that I felt like he could have got and made, but just wasn't his night. And then fourth quarter, we started making some shots, and it only takes a few shots to go in for everything to really start flowing, and that's what we ended up doing, and that's why it felt good in that fourth quarter for sure.
Hey Trae, did you guys feel like that clear path kind of flipped the game a little bit? Turned out to be a 5-point play.
Yeah, we knew in the huddle that it was going to be a clear path, and it was above 2 minutes and things like that. So we had a good play. Quinn drew up a great play for us out of the timeout, and I don't even know. I think we just kind of played off of it. I think they took it away, the initial action, and I think Trae got the 3. If I'm not mistaken, right? I think I had a shot at the top of the key, and then I kind of shot faked and made both of them come to me and just gave Trae a wide open 3. And that was a big shot. We need those. We need big moments from certain guys, and Trae's been doing great for us. And that's 6 Man of the Year right there too. So we got a couple of guys that can win some rewards if we keep winning.
Yeah, you scored 50 in the fourth quarter, partly because you didn't turn the ball over at all. 0 turnovers. What was anything different about that? I know turnovers have been a problem at points this year. Was there anything you did differently in that fourth?
No, we just didn't turn the ball over. We took care of it. It's part of it. Sometimes early in the game, you can find yourself trying to get everybody involved in certain things that you wouldn't do necessarily in the fourth quarter when it's tight and it's close. And that's sometimes teams' problems, and we have that problem sometimes, and that's why we have some issues sometimes. But that's good. We're still learning, and we're able to know when it's time to take care of it, and know when it's time to slow down and get a great shot. I think that's what we did in the fourth quarter. We made sure we got a shot up instead of a turnover.
Trae, is there a point in the fourth quarter where throughout the game it seemed like Chicago was playing pretty physically? Is there a way that you guys kind of use their physicality against them and use it to your advantage?
For sure. I always try to use the physicality to my advantage. I think the guy that was starting tonight on me didn't even get to play very much because he was so physical. And I told the rest at the beginning of the game how physical he was. And he just kept fouling and things like that. So I always try to use players' physicality to my advantage and things like that because it helps our team. It gets us in the bonus. It gets us free throws, easy points. So, but that's me because I'm a smaller guard and I have to use that to kind of help my team, help myself. So I think sometimes I even have to tell some of the strong guys, when you get hit, you fight back. Sometimes the rest don't. they don't call it because they see you fighting it back and things like that. And that's why you see guys like Jokic or Joel get so many calls and free throws because they sell it when guys are physical. So it's smart whenever guys are being physical to kind of use that against them.
Trae, with the energy tonight, the crowd, the atmosphere, what is it going to take for the league to give the Hawks a Christmas Day game? It was the day after, and it's like crazy environments.
No, for sure. I think we got to make some noise in the playoffs, and that's what I plan to do. I want to play a Christmas game, not only just in general, but especially here in the A. It may have had a Christmas Day game here.
1989.
Man, it's been a minute, so we gotta get, was Dominique playing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably why. So we may have to just get another Dominique on our team to get in. But nah, I think we gotta make some noise in the playoffs, and that's what I plan to do.
Last one, Malik.
Trey, when guys like Javon and Zach are just going off like that, and you're able to overcome it, early in the season, it felt like guys were coming in and just hitting shots, but you guys went over to overcome it. How did it feel to kind of get the win like that tonight?
Man, it feels good. Obviously you don't want teams coming in and shooting the lights out, especially certain teams and certain guys that don't usually shoot really good, come in here really shooting the lights out. But you gotta go through it. It's a long season. It's not gonna be perfect every night. There's gonna be nights that you don't have it offensively, and you gotta take care of it defensively to get you a win. And unfortunately, we've had those type of nights where teams come in and shoot really good in here, and we've also had some nights when teams don't. So we gotta figure out how we trend on that side more than the other. So we'll be all right. We got another one here in a couple of days, so we'll be good.
Thank you.
Gotcha.